Yep, it's me, Bryanna Monee. Subscribe right now before we even get started. Like, I don't understand why you haven't subscribed yet. I told you to subscribe 2 seconds ago and you still haven't subscribed. The button is right there. Okay? On today's talk segment, we are talking about being scared after college. We're talking about, can you be in a relationship without you dealing with your traumas? We're talking about, do you feel like parents discipline you without giving you an excuse on why they're disciplining you, or their only excuse is, I'm your parent? A little bit about sex and a lot of other deep stuff. So stay tuned. It's a little lengthy, but hopefully it helps you.
Greetings. Just your shoes are. Do I have the same shoes?
No.
They look the same. Are those the men?
Yeah.
I knew it.
How is life? How's school?
It's very ghetto. Girl, I'm scared.
What you scared of?
Life.
Graduation?
No. Yes, life. I'm scared of life. I don't know, like, you know how you just like, okay, school just kind of gave me a little bit of like balance between the two. And then it's like, okay, so do you want to agree to a life of being broke for the next 8 years? Even though it'll pay off in the long run, but it's like, who wants to be broke for 8 more years? Like, I can barely handle the last 4. What kind is this?
That is dun, da, 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 strawberry moscato.
Oh my god, really? Let me see. I've never had this. It's so good. Granted, I agree, or it's like, do you want to go to Oracle, be well off, and just focus on yourself? Considering the post you saw I posted today.
What post?
About, you know.
You post a lot.
I do, because I'm a Facebook comedian. I like to go funny. I just like to make people laugh.
Yeah, you be making me laugh when you be telling people about themselves. I be like, this girl be on the road.
Crazy.
Yes.
I put up a post today basically saying how I realized that I have not healed from my past.
So, are you still doing the spiritual readings, or?
Yeah, I do. I don't do them very often because I don't want it to be on that.
So what made you come to that conclusion?
Realizing that I'm still triggered by a lot. So like your friend, I had to tell him today, like, hey, yeah, I don't think we should date because I don't have space for that.
He's actually coming today.
He told me he was coming yesterday. We've been spending the past few days together, so it's okay.
Spending?
Like, not spending the night, but like he's been over. We painted the other night.
Wait a minute. Okay, we gotta do conversation after each because we just jumping around.
Okay.
So we're coming back to that. But okay, so triggering.
I just realized that I was triggered by a lot of stuff, and instead of actually feeling it and dealing with it, I would just suppress it and, I heal because I don't feel it, and that's not how healing works.
Right.
So that is what helped me realize that, okay, no, you actually do still deal with this, and it does still affect you one way or another. Especially
if you see things that may trigger something from your past.
And just realizing the patterns in my life. Like, okay, so this is how this works.
Yep.
So that's what helped me realize that. And then it's just, I don't know, I have this very deep desire to, want to be in a relationship and love other people, blase, blase. And it's like, that is a reflection of the love that you need to give yourself. You're trying to give love to other people that you don't give yourself, and that's where the problem lies.
That is so true. You already know that saying where it says you can't love others if you don't love yourself.
So it's like, I meet certain people, then I put them before me. I'm investing all my time in them, and then I'm not investing the time back into myself properly.
Yeah.
So that was the realization of that. So
plus, I also feel like, and a lot of us do this, I feel like it's important to cross paths with our traumas before getting into like a committed relationship, because once we get into it, we haven't like accepted our truth. It's gonna kind of block relationships, or us being fully comfortable in relationships and etc., or just trying to get the other person to understand us if we don't even understand ourselves.
I agree and disagree at the same time. I used to think, I have to be this perfect person for a relationship I have to deal with, and I think a lot of people feel that way too. Like, you have to have dealt with all your past traumas and everything before you get in a relationship. It's like, no, because sometimes your person, they're going to get you, they're going to understand you, and they're going to help you be better. I think the issue comes when...
Not everybody.
I mean, yeah, not everybody.
Look,
but just
rare, but
people who hear.
Yeah.
I think it comes when you know what your issues are and you at least try your best to be better and do better, as opposed to one broken person and another broken person and y'all just projecting y'all issues onto one another. That's a disaster. And it was like you lacked the boundaries necessary because you didn't love yourself. You didn't put yourself first. You didn't step up for yourself. You suppressed how you felt for the sake of somebody else, and I've learned you just can't do that. So
So what's the other offer? Is it a secret or?
No, it's Oracle.
What is that?
So Oracle is a company that basically they hire a lot of they have a program called Class Up, and basically they hire students right out of college, and you're a salaried, you're a salaried employee. You have a salary. Benefits, 401k, all of that, and it's good because it's actual, Fortune 500 company. The program for them is about 18 to 24 months. That's 2 years. So I feel like you do this salary job. Obviously, you out of college, you got a degree. They're gonna pay you enough money to support yourself. I think my problem is I'm so big on passion, and I haven't found that. I don't think.
What do you feel like you're passionate? What are you passionate about?
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm passionate about it.
Daddy, that's not true. Okay,
my thing is, I think the confusion for me comes with I have so much that I can do and love to do, but what am I supposed to do? That's where my problem comes. But what did God put me on this earth to do?
Can you have more than one purpose? Because I feel like my purpose in life is to inspire and motivate, but I'm also hesitant in believing that because I feel like I have more than one purpose, and I'm still trying to figure that out because I love to do so many things, and I'm trying to figure out how do they all make sense.
I think what you just said though, as far as okay, you like to do this, you like to do this, you like to do that. I think if you think about it in terms of all the people we look up to that have all this money and are doing things that would somehow relate to how millionaires have multiple streams of income.
I've been preaching that.
So it's like my thing is I've never wanted to focus on one thing solely because I would rather be a jack of all trades. I would rather know a little about a lot than a lot about a little. If you think about it in that terms, some of the stuff you may do may not even correlate, but at the end of the day, it's making you money, and that's what matters. A lot of our problems come from just being broke.
But what is your definition of broke? I feel like that really determines on the person.
It does. My definition of broke is I ain't got no money. That's it. I ain't got no money. I'm broken. Obviously, so I'm out here doing stuff that's detrimental to my health, not only physically but mentally and physically as well. So I think broke in my sense would just be all around. I ain't got it together. Period. So I've learned that when it comes to law of attraction, our favorite thing.
Amen. We love to hear about it.
You gotta stop saying broke. You gotta stop saying.
That's my problem. But my definition of broke, when I say I'm broke, I got money. I just don't got extra money. And so I have to get out of the habit of saying that because I'm not trying to stop my flow of money when I say that. And I need to find a substitute of what exactly I mean. Because when I say I'm broke, that don't mean I don't have no money. I got money, trust me, but I know how to save my money. And so when people ask me, hey, you want to go out here and this, that, and the third, my first response is I'm broke.
But you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of this tweet I saw. And it said basically stop playing, don't joke around when it comes to stuff like that because your spirit doesn't know the difference. It's no, to be broke is to be broke. And that's the only way the universe gets it, is by what it's actually meant to, regardless of what we mean. Okay, what was the next topic?
So we are relating it back to our friend.
What friend?
Who you said that you've been hanging out with, and I never got the memo. Okay, so when he texted you, it was cool?
Yeah,
y'all vibe?
Cool. We had a conversation. Yeah, he actually came over. We recorded an entire video.
What? What was the video about?
Girl, first of all, we was drunk.
What? You got drunk?
He got himself drunk. He went to tailgate.
Oh.
And it started raining, and I was telling him I'm about to do a YouTube video. He was like, "You gonna be in it?" And I'm like,
He came himself or he came with?
No, he came by himself.
Aww.
And I'm like, sure, why not? So he came around like 8 o'clock-ish. And we recorded a video. But the video was supposed to just be about men and just him kind of deflecting away from the projections that a lot of women put on men. Like, oh, niggas ain't shit. Blase. He didn't really do that. But it was a fun video to do, so we did that. And then after that, we kind of just had a little karaoke night.
Are you gonna upload it?
Yeah. It's cool.
I can't wait to see it. I don't know, it's just, I didn't think that you would give him the time of day.
Why? Because he's not like my type.
Yeah, that's my type.
So I've learned that my type will get me in a lot of trouble. If I keep going down the road of what my type is. So when I date now, I date a lot more openly than what my type is. I think the hardest part about YouTube now is just trying to build a genuine channel when there are people out here going berserk for some likes and follows and for money.
Yeah.
Like I'm not selling myself for no money. Like, just period. Like, I want to build a genuine channel from the ground up, and people watch the process.
I feel like people only focus on the money,
and they don't realize that this is an actual business. Do you watch Raven Elise?
No. You can open your eyes.
Oh, she's a YouTuber, and she's like full blown. Like, has somebody edit her videos. Has a personal assistant. Her mom is her manager. She has another manager. Like, she has her sister help her. Like, she has an entire team.
I can only imagine because YouTube is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, and people don't know that. Like, and it's even harder when you are trying to be consistent and nobody is watching. It's like, that's the hardest part.
That's what gets me discouraged because, like, when I first started doing my little makeup tutorials, people was messing with it. Like, views was, hitting 100, and to me that's a lot because I'm a small account. But then it just started getting lower and lower and lower, and I'm just like, yeah. But I had to learn, like, okay, what are you doing YouTube for? Like, is it a genuine purpose? And honestly, I enjoy editing and putting music together and the transitions and stuff. Like, I enjoy doing YouTube, and I feel like, I know you a little ashy, but I'd be worse, so
I think when it comes to stuff like that, it's always important to remember your why. Like college. Remember after our freshman year?
Why are you in college?
I was ready to dip. And I had to remember why I was there. Like, I have these conversations with my brother all the time, and he's like, man, I don't like this shit. And I'm like, you gotta remember why you there. You think I liked every class I took?
Right.
No. You think I understood everything? No. I cheated my way through most of the shit, but that's not what matters.
Okay.
But you have to remember why you're there, and you have to persevere through that kind of stuff to get where you want to be in life. It's not going to be easy, and it's one thing to be broke at 20. And it's another thing to be broke at 30, 40, 50. Not saying that people don't have their breakthroughs, because they do. However, majority of the people that we know are usually broke in their 20s and kind of get it together by the time they're 30.
Yeah, and that's why, like, when I talk to older people, like alumni and stuff, I'm too hard on myself, and they say, Bryanna, you're only 22 and look where you are. Like, it's people right now who are 28 who still don't have their life together. Imagine once you're 28 where you'll be. And that just reminds me, like, okay, I gotta keep going. I gotta stay consistent. Sometimes when I'll be in here doing these creative looks on me, I be dragging myself to the studio because I would rather just stay in bed and watch Netflix. But you gotta, like, keep pushing and stay consistent and, like, be your own motivation because somebody gonna see you.
Thank God. My issue is I pray for days so hard, and then when I get those days, I don't enjoy them because I'm so worried about the next set of days.
Oh no, baby.
Like, it's really, really hard for me to live in. Like, that's what I mean when I'm so hard on myself. It's like, okay, you reach this goal. Come on, now we gotta get to the next goal. It's so hard to just be here for me.
Yeah, focus on the present and celebrate the present. And I had to look at it as, no, God is preparing you. God is hibernating you for a season where you're going to be literally working every single day. So don't be getting upset because you get to chill right now, because when you're working your ass off tired, standing on your feet all day, but you running for that check, you're gonna remember them times when you was hibernating and relaxing. So
And then you gonna make it a priority.
So that's why I try to find anything related to God and like why He may do things in my life whenever I'm feeling like undefeated and stuff.
It's like I'm either moving really, really fast and working really, really hard, or doing nothing at all. And I haven't found the balance between the two just yet. But it's like, girl, once you find that balance, girl, they gonna be mad at you.
Period. We're gonna live this luxury life. We're gonna be going shopping and buying Louis bags and, you know, eating lunch with the Caucasians because that's the life that we want.
I agree.
Period.
I agree.
We're gonna be having Christmas parties at each other's houses and talking about, can you babysit Sapphire today? And it's gonna be our dogs.
Okay. I was like,
dogs, no kids. Dogs.
Make sure. I just can't wait for the days like I have nothing to do the weekend. I can do the comedy run. Let's just go out of town this weekend.
No, not go out of town, out the country.
You know,
let's do it.
You know what I mean.
Fly. Like
Let's
first
go.
class. We're gonna get there. Period.
Oh, like this shit's ghetto. This shit is so ghetto.
Get to the toe.
I had this conversation with my mom the other day.
Toe.
I'm like, I feel like you should pay all my bills because I ain't asked to be here. Girl, how does this make sense? Two people had sex and now I gotta pay bills. Like, how do I have to freaking reap the repercussions of what y'all did? This is dumb. The rich they're thinking about ways to keep themselves rich, and they don't care about the people that are at the bottom. Like, when people ask me who I want to be the ghetto Oprah because a lot of people ain't feeling Oprah. Like,
what? Really?
A lot of people do not like Oprah. A lot of people feel like Oprah's a sellout, and I disagree. But it's like that's like, for example,
I think that she is a businesswoman.
I am just so ready to be
free. I got a shit. Did your mom care what you put on Facebook?
But as far as does she care, no. I think my family just kind of grasps the point that it is what it is. I'm probably the only one that speaks on like trying to change our family patterns, the ones that aren't good, and trying to do something different.
So are they like down for that?
No, they're not down for that. I'm like, y'all have a bad habit of just ignoring how people act in the name of that's just how they are. No, you, and that's why y'all are 40 and she treats y'all like y'all 5. Like, no, like it's okay to tell people that they need to respect you. Girl, I end up telling our entire family that we're in therapy. And they kicked me out the family group chat.
What?
Well, I feel like that's true. I feel like as a whole, my entire family needs therapy. You know
I don't know why like black families think that mental illness and therapy is a bad thing.
Because they're usually the ones, one, they don't understand it, and two, they're the ones kind of projecting that onto one another. Like my family fights all the time. It's like y'all been fighting over stupid stuff. I think it's the realization that once people reach a certain age,
they don't want to hear that. I feel like at a certain age and point, if you're not willing to change, I'm not gonna force you. Cause I can't force no grown woman to change or a grown man to change if you don't want to. And of course, I think that it's also like a type of pride there because don't no grown woman want to be told by some child like you need to get your sugar honey iced tea together. Like they gonna feel somewhere because I know I would feel somewhere. When Kyra told me you an adult, my sister, when she told me you're an adult and you ain't got no kids, no husband, no job, and no car, I felt some type of way. Okay, she said you need to get a job so you can save because you want a Tesla, right?
That's different. This is just young.
But I'm just saying, like, you know, she don't understand because she's innocent. But I felt some type of way. So of course, older people gon' feel some type of way.
But I think that kind of relates to like that, like. Because I'm an adult, I'm always right and getting try wrong. It's like, no, you can learn from everyone. Like, even if you said, like, your sister said that to you. For me, that would have been a learning moment. Like, you know what, you right. I ain't got my shit together.
Okay, no, she wasn't right.
I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying.
But, yeah.
You know, like, that would have just made me like, ooh, I need, ooh.
Like, for example, I had seen this video video this morning on Twitter. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it was this mom. And she was. I love Twitter. It's so funny.
I love Facebook.
But she was cutting off the little girl's hair, and the little girl wasn't budging. She wasn't fighting back. Like, she was like, cool.
Because honestly, a lot of kids are used to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
and so for me, I was just like, I was gonna put up a post, but I was like, no, because I'm gonna step on people's toes. But I was just like, it's a lot of parents who do things, and their justification is, I'm your parent, like, I'm your mom, so I can do this. And that's not fair. Or we discipline, well, not we as in me, but in the Black community, we discipline our children and don't even get them to understand why we're disciplining them. We feel like we don't have to explain anything to them because we are the adult. And I feel like, honestly, that's not fair.
So I feel like when it comes to parenting, and I have kids,
and we not trying to, you know, talk about nobody parenting.
no, I am.
I'm not.
I think I don't believe in beating children. I think that when it comes to that kind of frustration, it's just a parent not knowing how to effectively communicate and teach their child. That's like more so, you know how people say, I'm your parent, not your friend. Or why don't you want to be your child's first friend? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing wrong with being your child's first friend, but I think when it comes to the aspect like, oh, I'm not, it's one or the other, it's because you don't know how to implement those boundaries to be able to do both. You can be your child's friend, your child still respects you as a parent. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, Angel. Her mom are like, they are so close. Like, they real close. Like, they, like, this my bad bitch. I wouldn't do that with my mom. But that is just like, it's admirable to know that her mom is her friend, but she still respects her mom and knows there's some things goes and some things don't.
Right.
And I think that a lot of parents just don't know how to do it, but at the same time, we also can't expect people to do things if they don't know how.
Honestly, like, my dad is my best friend, but I know, like, certain things, it's just the tone, like, I know when my dad is getting serious, and I have to respect that because that's still my dad, even though he's literally my best friend. Like, I can talk and play with my dad as if he's like a big brother, but in other cases, it's also like a respect thing. And my dad has never whooped me or anything like that. It's just that I think it's that bond that you grow, and like,
that's because that's all they know. And it's like when you try to tell people like that doesn't do it, then people are like, oh, I was whooped and I'm fine. First of all, you're 50 and you have social anxiety issues. Every time somebody lifts their hand, you think they're about to knock you out and you flinch. Like, people don't realize that the stuff you think you are okay with and made you okay, like, it affects you in small ways that you don't even realize. Like,
you're actually traumatized.
You're traumatized, like,
and don't even realize it.
Exactly. Like my dad's my best friend, and I don't know if you've ever heard me and my dad conversations, but we cross some boundaries. Like, my mom didn't teach me much about sex, and my dad hasn't always been in my life. He's probably been in my life more frequently in the last 3 years.
I was about to say, you and your dad seem closer though.
Yeah, we are. And my dad taught me a lot, like, even when it comes to like sex, like, and that's why I am where I am now. Like, when it comes to sex, like, granted the conversation is uncomfortable, but it has to be had. Like, that's why I know, like, okay, you need to learn your body and you need to know your body before another man. Don't let no man try to, you know, downplay you in the bedroom, because what you want matters. It's just as important. Like, my dad taught me these things. Granted, he probably didn't want to, but he realized that it's important for these conversations.
It's a must-have, especially that your dad is telling you this type of stuff.
Exactly.
That shows you the type of man that he is. Because these dudes out here,
y'all are trying.
I don't know who raised them. Like, whoo, Jesus, submissive.
I just think there are a lot of conversations, especially within the Black community, that they like to just brush under the rug and not have, and it's far more important to just have them, especially when it comes to children. Like, it makes no sense to lie to children. Like, for example, the LGBTQ community.
Girl! Now, is
like,
that a conversation that you want to have on camera? Because, you know, some people are going to...
I don't care.
Okay, well, we're going for it, guys.
Because everybody's
yourselves.
Okay, I would consider myself myself a realist in this world. You have your conservatives, your conservatives, your liberals. I would definitely consider myself a realist, and I have very realistic views about the world. I think when it comes to children, it's either you teach your children or the world will teach your children. And granted, like I had this conversation yesterday, like a girl was saying, oh, I don't think they should put this kind of stuff in cartoons, but it wasn't a problem before when it was heterosexual relationships though. And it's like, this is the world that we live in. Look all the way up, I deleted that.
But I don't know. Before you move on, because you said something, I want to make sure that I touch on it before I forget.
Bryanna, oh my
God. I'm sorry. Like I also believe that kind of goes back to people parenting, because I know me growing up, if it was anything sexual, my parents would be like, close your eyes. You know? So I don't think a lot of people do that anymore, honestly. They let their kids see that. But I know when I was growing up, any adult around me, even if it was my siblings or my cousins, they would say, close your eyes. You know, that's something that if they didn't want you to know about that or see that, you're not going to see it. So, but you keep going.
I think that when it comes to these new age kids, they're exposed to far more than we were.
Yeah, because the internet is.
It's like people are always like, I wasn't raised like this, but it's like the world is ever so changing, so you have to be able to adapt to the world, because the world's not going to adapt to you. Like, and I had something else I was going to say in regards to that, but we don't talk about it right now. But it's like, just teach your children. It's far better to just be honest with kids when they ask you, as opposed to lying and having to go back and cover your tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Just tell them what it is. Because guess what? You complain about them seeing it in cartoons, but they can see it in your regular everyday life. Like, when you're going grocery shopping, you're running errands, they can see that because this is the world. Now, what did I say about the world is ever so changing? I think when I say about the world is ever so changing, like men in their very 1950s view of women. This is not.
All right, I need you to pause and smile.
Like men in their very 1950s realistic, well not realistic, but view of women. Like, we're not your grandmas, and we don't have to depend on you anymore.
Oh my gosh, it's right.
Yeah, I need a drink so bad. We're not your grandmas. We out here, we're making our own money. We ain't gotta depend on you no more. It ain't 50. We not going 50-50 on bills. Like, no.
They can't even afford their own bills, please. They're not men, they're little boys.
That's why they want you to go 50-50. That's why they want you to go 50-50.
You cute! You cute! Let it go! Let it go!
Dun.
I probably did.
I love the internet. The best thing ever invented.
No.
You don't think so? Look at you.
I think the internet is a very toxic place. As far as business and entrepreneurship, I think that's great. As far as a networking tool, but as far as everything else, I think that it is very toxic and manipulative and evil.
I think that the internet can be what you make it. What you see is what you follow. Like,
as far as me, heck yeah. As far as other people else, you can't lie and say that the internet is literally destroying people.
I agree. For example, I used to lose friends in high school for unfollowing them, and they never understood. Like, I just don't care for what you post. Like,
right, you're toxic. More of the story.
Or I just don't want to see what you post.
I unfollow you guys.
Exactly, and I'll call you the next day. Like, what's up? Like, ready? Okay. Go, team, go. Neither one of us what you. I'm excited to see my face because I never let other people do my makeup. Oh my god.
You have anything else you want to say to the fans before you turn around?
I think you guys should read self-help books, be more aware of the people around you, and just do better in life, all in all. Because you're going to get a hold of life, or life going to get a hold of you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.